Siegfried and Roy may seem different from Penn and Teller, but the fact of the matter is they got the idea of having a live full evening magic show as headliners in Las Vegas. Before Siegfried and Roy, although Vegas is now the magic capital of the world, before Siegfried and Roy, there were not full length, full time magic shows in Las Vegas. And they worked very hard, business wise, artistically, and everything to make that a thing. And it's no exaggeration to say that if there were no Siegfried and Roy doing their full show in Vegas, there would be no Penn and Teller doing our full show in Vegas now. And although we seem very, very different, I mean, their sensibility and their style is very different from ours. The reality is, a team, a partnership, working together for a long time, doing stuff makes it so that we're exactly the same. I mean, I think the idea of Tolstoy that every happy family is the same, every successful partnership is the same. If you've got Keith Richards, Tommy Smothers, Teller, and Siegfried all talking about partnerships, they'd all have the same exact things to say. And Siegfried and Roy, we went backstage the first time after seeing their show when they knew who we were. We saw it before they knew who we were. We first went backstage with them. I expected them to be very, very different from us. But the truth is that the idea of a partnership is more important than the artistic differences. We got along with them very, very well. Well, magic shows on the Las Vegas Strip. They created that. And Siegfried was such a classy guy and so pure show business. You know, in the 90s, I would go on Howard Stern and I would, for 40 minutes, make cruel and unpleasant jokes about Siegfried and Roy. And the very next day, I would always get a phone call from Siegfried thanking me for mentioning the name and doing the jokes on Howard Stern. One, he understood that show business was really just characters and really just doing jokes. And two, he was that much of a gentleman that he would thank me for doing jokes about him on Howard Stern. Yes. And you could say that with both of them gone, Las Vegas will never be the same, but that's really not true. A lot of what people think of as Las Vegas was created by Siegfried and Roy and will continue on. Well, I remember them as having brought magic as headliners to Las Vegas. I mean, that's the most important thing to me, and to also take that kind of Liberace, flamboyant, glitz quality and move that into a magic show was just a great idea. Roy was mostly the animals, and Siegfried was mostly the magic. That's an oversimplification. But, I think sometimes Siegfried is underrated for how good a magic thinker he was. I mean, when we saw them do the elephant vanish, it was amazing they were using, which I won't give away, a principle that they had scaled up and was just a brilliant use of it. That show was operatic. It was huge. It was glitzy. It was Vegas. When people picture Vegas, a lot of what they're picturing is Siegfried and Roy's show. No, we'll miss Siegfried and Roy very, very much. They were very classy, and they were Las Vegas. They were showbiz to us.